What's decent? Yo, I haven't been on YouTube for a while as far as Pokemon is concerned, and that is actually because I've been preparing 4 to 5 IV Pokebank Pokemon for you, and you watching this video right now. So I'm gonna have a stream later on for that. I think it's gonna be on Sunday, so get ready for that, man. Anyway, here is a match that I had recently, and I'm gonna use like 2 of my new Pokebank Pokemon. I haven't gotten a chance to show off a whole bunch of other stuff, as well as some stuff that I had for a long period of time, like this Crawdaunt, but I haven't gotten a chance to use yet. So, as you saw, my opposition let off with his own Crawdaunt. It's gonna switch right out into PatShoter and then switch out into Fortress. I predicted that and went into my Crawdaunt so I could go for the knockoff and knock off whatever item it was holding. So now in comes this Dragonite. I'm gonna make a double switch out into my Weezing, thinking that it was fully physical. Nope, I get a nasty surprise with the Hurricane, and that's gonna be obviously more than enough factored in with the Life Orb and the Stab and all that other jazz to take out my Weezing. And Weezing is a huge letdown right now, man, because it is so important. This thing has the Raptor, it has Crawdaunt, you know, so I was really hoping that I can rely on Weezing, but that's over. So I'm gonna bring in my Aegislash and go for the Shadow Ball as opposed to initially going for the King Shield, because you gotta remember that he also has a Crawdaunt. Well, how can you remember if I didn't even show you the team preview? But this dude has Crawdaunt. So just in case I went for the King Shield initially and he decides on that turn that I decided to go for the King Shield to switch out into Crawdaunt, I would have been in trouble because I can't rely on going to King Shield, even though it works exactly like Protect and get a 50% chance of succession. It would be more so important to get more damage on the Dragonite and or the Crawdaunt, and then plus I can take an Aqua Tail anyways, you guys did see. So now he's gonna bring in his Aegislash, is supposed to bring in his Crawdaunt. That is perfect. This is an open opportunity for me to bring in my own and knock him out with a Choice Banded knockoff. Aside from this gen, when have you ever heard that? That is absolutely ludicrous. He's gonna bring in his Staraptor and revenge kill my Crawdaunt, which is actually a questionable play on my behalf because I was actually thinking about saving my Crawdaunt for a little bit later on, but the thing about it is that he has Crawdaunt of his own. So even if I did have like Virizion and things like that, I have to be wary and be careful. I can't afford to switch into a Virizion and afterwards switch into my Crawdaunt for him to double switch. I cannot afford that right now because I lost my Weezing. So now in comes his Fortress. I did predict the Fortress to come into play, so I supposed to switch it onto Goodra. What happened was I was on Pokemon Showdown one time and I got a Rapid Spin kill, me expecting to actually spin away the entry hazards, and that did not take place. So that actually affected how I played right here, me thinking that the same thing was going to happen again after he got the Rapid Spin kill. That would count as a kill and nullify the factor that would spin away the entry hazards that I just set into place. Otherwise there was no point as to setting up the entry hazards at that point in the game. And I just noticed something actually. I said Virizion instead of Virizion, and I said that twice, so my bad for that a little bit earlier on. So now in comes his Fortress again after I predicted him to go for the U-turn. This is great. I'm supposed to go for the Focus Blast since I'm not 252 in special attack. I do have HP and defensive bulk. Calm Mind does take care of the special attack and the special defensive, and I do have 252 in speed, so I'm like a fast wall. So that's kind of the ideal behind my EV spread here. Me thinking that I could actually take a Monaco Jet, because what I'm going to decide to do is I know that he was going to want to go for the Vault Switch and go for the Aqua Jet to break my substitute so that I'll be exposed for when Staraptor comes into play. I can see that. So I thought that since I do have HP and defensive investments, that my substitutes can live. A Choice Banded Aqua Jet coming from an adaptability Crawdaunt, as crazy and as ludicrous as that sounds, I thought I could actually do it, but that does not take place. I end up being exposed. Here, Staraptor here, condom, lubricant, whatever you want, like freaking beads or whatever. I do cherries and freaking whipped cream too, because you're just about to, like, you know, R-word me, man. We got little kids here, but you know. Exactly what he did to my Virizion. So now I'm gonna switch to my Goodra and he's gonna go back into PatShoter. Thank goodness for Smeargle, because now I'm kind of confident in the sense that since Goodra is my last Pokemon and I do have full HP still, thanks to Smeargle putting the PatShoter to sleep, I am gonna 3-hit KO it with the Thunderbolt. And now in that case scenario, he's left over with Staraptor as well as his Fortress. Now I should have predicted him to go for the U-turn. I had no idea. I thought he was just gonna flat out just say like, yo, it's good game, boom, Brave Bird, Reckless, let's go. I don't see any Intimidate action, so I thought he was like Reckless, Brave Bird, just finish me off here. I am a freaking Goodra. But he goes for the U-turn just to ensure that he'll have enough damage inflicted onto the Goodra to finish me off. So as opposed to going for the rest, I mean, I don't think it would have mattered so much in this case scenario. I think his best bet was, in a sense, to go for the Brave Bird anyway. I mean, He's doing it for security, but I don't think it was necessary is what I'm trying to get at. Double Edge, boom, Gudra, out of there, gone, baby. You never know, you never freaking know. So he did the smart thing. He made sure that he had enough damage output inflicted on, and we're gonna have a double down. Good game, peace, what you doing?